my name is Richard Sharp and I'll be talking about how stem cells can be used for limb regeneration. So scientists take a lot of inspiration from nature. This little creature, the axolotl, is very well known for its ability to regenerate limbs and parts of the spinal cord and even its tail and jawbones. This salamander is unique because it retains its juvenile appearance even through maturity. This right here is a mature axolotl, and you can see the gills are frailed out and it has the unique pink pale color. And also, I don't know if you can see right here in the tail, it's still a fully amphibious tail. This salamander can regenerate continuously. So scientists have, in the lab, taken this creature, cut off its limb. I know it sounds a little dark, but it's cut off its limb, maybe like a hand or even the tail, and watched it regrow. And it's seamless. There's no scarring, there's no evidence that it has regrown. And this creature can do it constantly. So you can take off a limb, regrow it, take it off again, and it will regrow again and again. This is because once a limb is removed, or a chunk of its tail, spine, anything, the cells around that area become pluripotent stem cells. This allows the cells to not scar, and then these cells become whatever the body needs to form that limb. So they can become bone, muscle, tissue, blood, and just create the whole limb within a matter of a couple months. So shouldn't we be able to maybe kind of follow in their footsteps and learn how they do this? Well, we can regenerate to an extent. Humans are always constantly regenerating their skin. The top layer of their skin is always falling off and regrowing. In fact, most of the dust around your house is dead skin cells. So why can't we regenerate more than limbs? Or more than that. Why can't we regenerate limbs? Well, we can put bones back together with screws or cast and they'll heal fine. But if we're missing an arm, it'll just scar. So why not an entire limb? Well, our adult stem cells have the ability to regenerate muscle. They just don't seem to activate. We can somehow reprogram them to be able to activate to regrow in that area to form muscle, bone, and everything we need, there may be a chance for us to exhibit the same traits as the axolotl. So scientists have figured out a better way to do this. In Australia, scientists have found to reprogram human fat and bone cells. So the patient would be donating their own fat and bone cells to be transformed into these IMS cells, or induced impotent stem cells. This stem cell therapy is different in the fact that it can be injected into the wound area, and it can heal that wound but not form cancer cells. So other stem cell therapies have the ability to do just that, but they run the risk of multiplying too quickly and forming cancer. These do not. These IMS cells are generated by injecting genes with viruses that trigger these cells to have a higher plasticity. The plasticity means that the cells can form into any other cells that they want instead of what they're usually coded for. So instead of being just skin cells or just muscle cells, they now have the ability to become anything else, anything we want them to. So that all sounds pretty good, but that's a long ways off. The idea of the cells being made from injecting viruses into other cells is not acceptable for our healthcare right now. But 3D printing is pretty great, and we also know how to use stem cells to grow and repair damaged organs or even skin. So why not combine the two? Well, we can. Researchers have been able to biologically print pieces of ears, muscle, and even some jawbones, small, to attach them to mice in labs. So these structures are printed by the cells. The stem cells are grown in a petri dish and fed through a printer, just like a regular 3D printer would. Like the ink feeds into the head and extrudes just like that, but it's biological material. So when these structures are grown, they have pathways for blood. So once they're attached to the animal, the animal can deliver blood to that new section, which delivers oxygen to the stem cells, so they're able to live. So imagine having that technology available everywhere. I mean, right now 3D printers are fairly cheap. You can get a decent one for about $250 to $450. I mean, I have one. I print little plastic things all the time, but we could maybe one day be here. We could just print new pieces for ourselves. So all this sounds really, really good, and I'm looking forward to it. I mean, imagine first responders, like right now out in California fighting those wildfires. Some are probably getting really badly burned, and imagine being able to have this technology like 3D printed stem cells, or even the IMS induced impotent stem cells on the truck or in another vehicle nearby, that if a firefighter gets burned or maybe a police officer is shot that's not fatal, we can heal them in a matter of minutes, hours, and or even seconds eventually if the technology becomes that advanced. And also healing children that are born with missing limbs, or even cancer patients that had to sacrifice a part of their body to just get rid of the cancer. We can bring them back to their full functionality. Or we could take it a step further. Imagine creating new mutations for humans that could unlock our full ability. Maybe, I don't know, something like the X-Men? Thank you for your time, and